Hello, thanks for joining us. A lot of you have got in touch wanting to know a little bit more about three specific marvellous Barrettine products. Those products being the wood protective treatment, the Premier wood preserver and the universal preserver. I thought it would probably be a good idea to bring in an expert, a wood care expert, Charlie Hogan from the team. Hi, Charlie.
Hello, James.
So this is a question you get asked quite a lot, isn't it?
It is a frequently asked question on the phone line, and it is an important bit of information to know. These are three very popular Barrettine products, and knowing which one to buy for your project is obviously essential.
Does it start, I suppose, with the type of timber that you're going to be using?
It certainly does, yes. So the information that you need to know before you make your selection is the moisture content of the wood, which has to be below 18% in order for any of these products to be effective. And you also need to check with the manufacturer whether your timber is pressure treated, tannalized, or pre-treated to some degree. That will influence the decision between these three products and which will be best for your project.
For something that is going to be preserved, have an oil or something put over the top, what's the first one you'd start with?
So that's a really good question. Let's start with untreated timber. At the moment, timber is very expensive. So a lot of people are buying completely untreated timber for exterior use. The product you want to go for in this situation, provided the details I've mentioned earlier have been fulfilled, would be the Barrettine Premier wood preserver. The reason for this is the Premier wood preserver has active ingredients that fight mold, fungi, any kind of biological threat to the wood. Using the Premier wood preserver is equivalent to having pressure treated or tannalized wood and provides roughly a similar guarantee, somewhere between 5 and 10 years. Therefore, that would be the best product for completely untreated timber. If you take the product in a colour, you also have UV protection. So that is an all-in-one package and will be effective for about a year in terms of water repellency. The natural next step from using the Premier wood preserver is the wood protective treatment. You can see that in the colour ranges offered. They are identical. So if you take one colour in the Premier wood preserver, you can take it in the wood protective treatment. It is wax enriched and full of UV protective pigment. So essentially, when the wax starts to tire from your previous use of the Premier wood preserver, you will switch to the cheaper and more cost-effective wood protective treatment because your wood is already preserved for the next 5 to 10 years.
Got this? Are you keeping up? All right, he knows his stuff, doesn't he? Isn't it brilliant? So the third tin that we have is the Premier Universal Preserver.
So the universal is the key bit of terminology there. If you use the Premier Universal Preserver, your options are fairly unlimited in terms of a top coat. So you could then paint because it's no longer wax enriched, so the paint will be able to cling onto the wood properly. You could use a wood stain, you could use a wax. As I say, your options are fairly unlimited. The Universal Preserver provides only the active ingredients for rot, mold and biological attack, meaning it does need a top coat, probably within 6 months of use, just to keep it weather repellent, otherwise the wood will stain, but it will never rot.
This has been really, really helpful. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you can comment below as well, if there's anything else you need to know about these products or other products, do comment and tag us in your projects. It's always really interesting to see what you guys are up to, and you can call and get Charlie. Just imagine you could actually speak to Charlie and get first-hand information and expert advice from him. Do give us a call. We'll see you in the next video.